Hi my dear viewers and welcome. And have you ever wondered how to package your art as a small business to send it to the various different destinations for clients around the world? If so, this is the video for you. Welcome to Taslima Maya Art. In this video, I'll be showing you how I carefully pack and protect my mixed media canvas artwork for international shipping to collectors in far-flung places. The commissioned artwork you see in this video was for a client's granddaughter, and it's called Ballerina in Flight. It's an acrylic board mixed media artwork that was commissioned by a collector in Australia, so I'm packing it up for her. Here's a list of materials I used in this video, but you don't need all of them. Hi my lovely friends, and I'm going to use this video to show you exactly how I package up my commissioned art to send abroad, overseas, to my various different wonderful clients and collectors who purchase my art. So I'm going to start with this piece, and you may remember this piece. It was called Ballerina in Flight, and she is absolutely gorgeous. There's a marbled acrylic pour in the background, and if you remember, I did a series of videos, and some of them were lives on my channel at Taslima Maya Art, where you can watch how this piece went from a blank canvas to this beautiful artwork that you see in front of you using acrylic poured paint skins, which is this gorgeous dress that she has on, using colour art pigments, and then embellished with lots of different things. We've got some air drying clay butterflies here, we've got some roses made out of acrylic paint skins, we've got some gems, and we've also got some gems across her bodice there. We've got lots of beautiful pen work in the background. We've got the Beethoven symphony flowing around her and wrapping itself around her here, and we've got these gorgeous gel pens as well, which give off this lovely shimmer. And if you look at the background, there's some gorgeous silvery kind of patterns in the background in that marble pour as well. So yes, how do I package up my art, you're wondering? Well, I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, and it is also a labour of love, as is everything with me on this channel. I love taking my time and making sure that my customer or client, in this case it's Fiona from Australia. Hi Fiona, thank you for commissioning this beautiful artwork for your granddaughter. I really do hope she likes it. It's going to get to you before Christmas with any luck, and you'll be able to give it to her as a Christmas present. So yes, I can't wait to send it off to you. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to show you how I do this, how I package up my art, and what I use in terms of products. So first of all, just to let you know, it has been varnished. The background's been varnished using matte varnish. I say matte, but what I mean is satin. This is Winsor & Newton professional satin varnish, and that's background's had 2 coats of that on just to protect it in the future from any damage, and that's UV protection in there as well. So we've got that gorgeous kind of finish on it. I've also signed it here, so it's got my name down below here, where I've got my signature in gel. I used some lovely gel pens and I varnished over it as well. So that's got my name down there. It's got Taslima Maya 2024 year as well. So this is what it's looking. Now at the back, I'll just show you what's going on in the back. There's a couple of things in the back. First of all, obviously all of these wooden shims are now placed in properly. And then I've also signed the back and dated it, but I've also stamped it with my business stamp. Okay. And the shims are all in, so that's the back then. I'm going to turn it back around. Now I just want to quickly show you what I have for the stamps. So I've ordered these online, and I'm trying to remember where I ordered it from. I'll have to put the details down on the screen below for you so you know where to order from. And it's beautiful. It says handmade with love by Taslima Maya Art, and it's really simple. You kind of just stamp it like this. It's self-inking as well, which makes it perfect. So I've got that stamped on the back. Okay, I usually stamp the back before I start the pour painting, particularly if it's a mixed media piece, because it's very hard to stamp when you've got all these 3D items coming out of the canvas afterwards. So that's just a little tip. Okay, so what do I do first? Okay, step one. Step one is finish the painting and get your finish on. Sign the back and sign maybe the front or the side, whichever you prefer. Stamp it on the back and make sure the wooden shims are in if it's a canvas painting. That's the first step. So for step 2, I normally use Glassine paper, which is brilliant for this type of artwork or any type of artwork because it doesn't have any chemicals in it, and it will normally just protect the surface of the painting. I'll just get some scissors and show you just to cut this out. And you can also use parchment paper or freezer paper or greaseproof baking paper, whichever you can get hold of in your country of residence, and they're okay to use as well. So I've got my Glassine paper on the back, you can see that. I'm going to wrap it up very gently. And remember, you need to think about your packaging costs as well and factor that into your commission pieces. Something I didn't do initially when I started out, but I learned along the way that this is super important actually. So I'm going to wrap this end on the back here very gently. It is a little fiddly, and you need to make sure you have some tape handy as well, a number of different types of tape. So here I've got some sellotape here on the side, so I might just try and fit that on. So I'm not actually taping it to the canvas, as you can see. I'm just taping the paper to itself at the moment to keep it in one place. There we go. And then I can wrap this end over to really protect it. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more tape here. There we go. And I don't really want to press down. I have to remember which side the 3D elements are. So obviously on top here, so I won't ever put it on its face, so that we don't have any issues. There we go. Okay, I'm going to tuck the sides in now, so I can do that very easily, like so. And I'll put some more tape around the sides. And I'm keeping it quite loose, okay, not too tight, because I don't want to squash the paint skins that are making up a dress. So again, let's do that now. Just put some tape down everywhere I need to. Okay. There we go. Maybe one more here because there's a little tear in the paper. There we go. Very gently. And it's relatively lightweight, this packaging, and it's Glassine paper is made from wood pulp, so it's a little more eco-friendly. There you go. And maybe one more down here. Just keep these two together. There. So that's the first layer of Glassine paper done. That was step 2. So the next thing I'm going to do is decide what else I'm going to include in here. So I'm going to include my business card. I'm also going to include a little gift. Okay, so I've got a keychain in the back and a beautiful pendant for Fiona, just to say thank you. I'm going to use the proper card here. And then I'm also going to include a thank you card. Okay, so I normally write a lovely little thank you note for my customers, as for Fiona and her family, and then a little gift inside as well. And I also put a little personalised note inside as well. Okay, so I'm going to pop that into the envelope, and it's all these little lovely touches. Sometimes I include dried flowers in the card and I tape it on, and there's this and the business card as well. Okay, so the business card will also go in with it, so let's pop that down here. And on the back of the envelope, I'll just seal this up, and I will just put that seal on there now, and I will add a little thank you sticker on there. Okay, here's my little pink thank you sticker, and it's all the little touches that make it really special, I think, for the customer when they open it. Step 3. So for me, step 3 is using bubble wrap next. Okay, so this is a smaller bubble wrap I've got here. What I'm going to do is make sure that the flat side of it, rather than the bubble side of it, is against the painting. Okay, so let's do that. I'll turn this around. I'll pop this down. I'll lift my painting up. And because of the 3D elements, this painting is slightly more heavier than normal. So I've got it right where I want it here. And then I'm going to just quite simply add some bubble wrap to this. I'll probably push it that way a bit, and I'm just going to tape the bubble wrap to the Glassine paper in various little spots. There we go, that's all I need, the top, and then I'll wrap this up over the top then, just to protect it and give it that added layer of protection. It will be quite snug in a box I'm going to send it out in, so there's no concern about it kind of moving around in the box, because it will be heavily kind of properly wedged in. I'm just going to turn this around a little bit and pop some tape on the back. And I'm not obviously putting the painting down. There we go, I'm happy with that. I'll put it back over. Okay, so now it's looking like this. There we go, if you can see that. And then, yeah, so I'm just going to make sure it doesn't slip out the side, so I might put a little bit more, just to kind of gently, we don't want to make it too difficult for the customer to take the packaging off, but we also don't want it slipping out of this. There, that's the next step. Okay, what's next? Okay, for me, next is to make it a little bit more prettier. I'm going to put this gorgeous purple tissue paper around it now. Okay, so that's my next step. And then I'm going to get this, and this is actually some beautiful tissue paper. I'm going to go with a purple, I think, because the ballerina is purple, so it kind of makes sense. I do try to match things with a painting. If it's a blue painting, I normally would use the blue paper. And I've got this, so we'll just open that up. Thankfully we've got two pieces because this is quite a big artwork. Okay, so I'll just pop the first tissue paper on the bottom here. There you go. And then I can just pop the top on and do exactly the same, okay? So I'm just going to tuck it around the other end. Okay, so now we've got that pretty much wrapped. Very happy with that so far. Very good. Next up is step 5, and that's wrapping it in brown parcel paper. Okay, so I'm just going to cut it across the top here. Normally I'd put more bubble wrap on it, but because it's going snug into a box, I don't think it needs that much in this instance. So I'm just going to turn it around and just make sure the back is fully wrapped around. There we go, that's what we want. And I'm just going to take some tape, pop it down various places, one in the middle. There we go, and back around again. Perfect. And I'm just going to do the edges now, so let's move this out of the way. Now, what I like to do now is actually get my cards and my gifts, and I will pop them just inside, okay? Inside of this. Okay. So I've tucked my little gifts and my card and my business card inside. I'm just going to just do the edges now, so I want straight edges, so as much as possible. I am going to just I'll tuck this bit in like this and do the same on the other side. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to, and then tuck this bit inside. And then I will just fold it over quite snug, like so. And put some tape on. Okay, you might want to put some on the edges as well, so keep it snug. Okay, that's one side done. I will do exactly the same on the other side. And voila, it's ready. Okay, so there's a couple of other things I will do. I will then place this inside a box, okay, a larger kind of cardboard box, and I'll have these corner protectors to raise it off so they can protect. And sometimes I'll wrap some of these around the corner depending on how big the box is. Okay, so again I'll pop the corners on like this, and another two here. I'll just grab them in a moment. So this is going straight into a cardboard box, so I would post it off in this box. I will then place it into a box and add some corners to it like this. and I will pack it up like you see here. So this corner has some packaging to protect it as well, so I'll pop that on there, and here as well some more bubble wrap by there. Very quickly, the corner protectors are simply these boxes that you can purchase these, and protect the painting and elevate it a little bit so that it doesn't get squished so much in the box. And these are simply wrapped up bubble wrap, rolled up, and then sellotape onto the back to give it that added buoyancy and protection. Okay, so these go onto my ends of my paintings, the corners of my paintings, to protect it within the box as well. And once I've done this, I will put the label on top and wrap this up with some of my fragile tape and send it on its way. And that will go across the top as well. Okay, so that's it. That's how I package my art commissions to send them to various different destinations all across the world, internationally and nationally, and I really enjoy doing it. So I hope you found this video helpful or useful or entertaining, and thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one. And up after me will be, as usual, Kat and then Sheldon. See you there.